Hello, 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 and welcome to Q&A Thursday. My name is Alex. This is my co-host Joey. Joey, how you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for having me, Alex.
What do you mean, thanks for having me? We do this every week.
Well, I'm happy to be here.
Oh, I'm happy to be here too. So, no, just kidding. We are a little bit different this week. Joey and I are live on location at the Ray Company headquarters in beautiful Boise, Idaho. It's nice to be here when everything is green. We're normally here when it's kind of the end of spring, kind of rolling into summer a little bit, and kind of have some different weather.
Yeah,
so how was your week been?
It's nice seeing my second season here in Boise. Yep. So that's been nice. We've had a little bit of weird weather again. It didn't quite hail like last time at TRCMA. No. But it was raining a little bit earlier today, right after we cleaned Glenn's car for her.
Oh, I did not know it rained today.
It was a light drizzle, but, it's great that the car's clean.
Because I've been too busy staying inside, because Gabe is not here this week.
He's not, but Gabe would be very proud of you this week.
Yeah, so we've been kind of maintaining this wonderful Russo array behind us to make sure everything stays in tip-top shape so that when we leave, everyone here gets to keep their jobs next week.
Yeah, we're keeping things pretty neat and tidy here. Speaking of neat and tidy, we've been filming some fun videos this week.
It's been
for
a week.
TRCMA 2026.
And I know we're kind of popped to someone here in a second, but, Dane's been on a roll. He's been dropping the weight. He's been sweating a lot after work, but I think he's been sweating more this week with the stuff that we've been putting him through.
Yes, yes. Dane has had the short end of the stick, I would say, this week. He has been a very good sport about everything, though.
Absolutely.
And we're going to have Dane in the wash bay this week.
So, but
there he is.
Detailing today. I will be your side host, sidekick, whatever you want to call me. But you guys are running the show. Normally, this is my job. I am bestowing that responsibility to you. I hope things go well today. I trust they will because I like you guys. But I have a bevy of products in front of me. You guys picked them out for me.
We did. You were set up for success earlier this week, and you complicated that.
Yeah, well.
We set you up for success again today, and we will see how much you complicate it for viewers.
I mean, that is part of the fun. So I tried to come up with some novel techniques, using products that people are familiar with, that they know, that they love, that they like. But let's be real, I'm not the detailer here. I'm somebody who can talk about detailing in the theoretical sense, but when it comes to getting your hands dirty, my expertise lies elsewhere. So for this is definitely something where there's a bit of a learning curve for me to get back into it, just because I'm not doing it every day like a lot of you guys are. So I appreciate every single one of you who actually put in the work in the trenches, as they say.
Dane, we filled your buckets for you. We've given you brushes. We filled your foam cannons at the proper dilutions. We did more for you today than we did earlier this week. So I'm hoping you can make some magic happen.
Well, I look forward to disappointing everybody watching.
Oh,
Joey.
Can't change some people.
I'm changing.
What are you changing?
I'm changing the fact that instead of just filling up your foam cannon with cold, regular temperature water, I put hot water in as a nice gesture. I'm a nice
Flex
person.
is pretty dirty today.
It is disgusting. I understand why he goes to the drive-through car wash.
Yeah, it's definitely dirty. It's got the rain spots all over it. So hopefully we've set him up for success with the lineup of products that we gave him today.
Now, why did we pick what we did?
All right, let's start from the top. Let's do wheels and tires first. His wheels actually didn't look too bad. It's mostly just the paint of the vehicle. So we hooked him up with a little brake buster because brake buster is a great maintenance wheel cleaner, but it can also knock off some heavy dirt. So we'll give you a one-step option so you didn't have to have a wheel and tire cleaner. Then we set you up with some active foam. Spray that baby on dry.
Raw
dog it, like you like to say.
Yeah.
And we were a little bit selfish. We wanted to smell it as well.
I figured that was it.
So we wanted it to. We wanted the ambiance to be, elevated since we're here.
We're going from ambiance to radiance.
Good.
And
that was really
foam
good.
Cannon.
You've got a few glugs of radiance in there to make that paint glow afterwards for your contact.
It's a favorite of yours.
I love it. People like to say that I've created the infamous Frostbite Radiance wash. I will take credit for that. That's thank you guys.
Yep.
But I think Radiance will make his paint pop a little bit. What do you say?
I think it'll. I hope he doesn't pop his back when he's bending over cleaning his wheels. I really hope that doesn't.
This man is very flexible. He's not going to hurt himself. He might roll his ankle, but look at that.
There we go.
Look at that. A toe touch.
He has his flowiest joggers on this week. We didn't.
Dude, these
that.
are like scrubs. I love these pants. I just got these things. I can't stop wearing them.
I'm going to need a link to those, Dane.
Yeah.
Maybe a different size, but yeah.
That's okay. Flowy, breathing.
And then what do we have? We've got Amplify for his drying aid to add a little bit more slickness there. We've got beads for his wheels from Armor Detail Supply.
Yep.
And then I wanted to give him the best possible base to lay down that reflect. So I gave him True View because his glass is pretty dirty too.
A banger combo.
Yeah, so that's gonna strip that glass nice and clean, ready for reflect right after. And then Dane said he wanted to use PSS on his tires, so we let him choose one product.
And we do have Sidney Brigwin's favorite screwball application method.
The screwball. Yes. Some people know the curveball from Matt Mormon, but the screwball is actually a much nicer tire experience, in my opinion.
And in a screw shape to Dane's left and right, we do have a couple drying towels. We have the Slim Dryer.
Yep.
You may not be able to see the one on his left because it is camo, so take that as a joke if you will. But blue or camo, whatever he wants to use. I think the Flex is fine with just one.
I think it'll be okay. If you need another, Dane, you let us know.
And then
we'll see how far I can stretch it on the Flex.
I think it'll work.
And then, just out of frame on the second shelf, we have some black creatures for touching up those wheels.
Yep.
And then we do have blue FTWs, which, in my opinion, is the only towel to be using on glass.
Yeah, I'd say it's illegal to use the blue ones for anything else other than glass.
I don't know the legality of it.
I don't know who's coming after you, but that's my law in my garage. Blue is for glass.
Okay. I hear that.
Okay. And then we also have some, I don't know if you did the Detail Factory wheel and tire brushes on there.
I did. I picked the orange ones. What are those? The Sunburst? Sun-Kissed?
Stick them down on the side here. Where'd you put them?
I put them in your bucket already, buddy.
Oh, no wonder I can't find them.
I set you up for success. I told you.
Yeah, we're going to do a one bucket wash. So I think that while, this week we've been doing so much washing, and it's all about protection. I think Dane needs a little protection and some gloves, which are just behind us.
Okay.
So we're going to roll into some comments. What do you think about that?
Do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So we're going to jump. We already have 4 pages of comments.
Oh, boy.
Focus on that.
Boy.
And to start off,
Hans Closen.
Hans.
Hit the thumbs up, period. We appreciate you, Hans.
That's all we need to know. That's all we need to know. And I am so excited about this. Not this fly in front of my face, but everything else. The one who shall remain nameless. They always give him a name. What are we going to give him this week?
Little Timmy.
Little Timmy. We're not going to name him 20-pound or 20-foot potato?
We did see a 28-foot long potato yesterday. Okay. We drove by it. It was massive. People asked why we didn't take our photo with it, but I don't know. I think a drive-by was all I needed to see. I mean, it's a massive, massive potato. But what has Little Timmy said?
Little Timmy, good afternoon and happy Friday, Junior TRC family from the sunny and warm coast of Massachusetts. I cannot pronounce that state typically. It's a lot more inappropriate when I usually say it. Welcome, Joey and Alex. Excited to see the boys here today.
We are excited that you are here, and thank you for being excited about us. But he's been so quiet that I actually forgot that we have another guest.
Do we consider him a guest? Oh, they're over here. I think the top shelf or the cabinet. Oh, my Lord.
Hey, guys.
Wow.
Anthony with Tony's Kitchen. Welcome to the side special event today where we're going to be cooking Portuguese beans. I don't really know how this happens every time, where we're a detailing company. We do far more cooking segments than any detailing company should ever do. Nobody even asks for it. We just volunteer it, and we do it because we like it. But today, I figured since we had some special guests here, we would break out Anthony or Tony's famous Portuguese bean recipe and do a little bit of cooking today. So we are going to overload you with so much stimulation from a detailing front, from a cooking front, and from a personality front over there at the desk with Joey and Alex that, you may just feel overloaded and overjoyed and have so much fun that you've never experienced in a Q&A. So today I'm going to be laying down the law here. I'm going to be chopping up some stuff. Today is going to be pretty much about providing food for hopefully everybody here in the media center. I've got onions, I've got garlic, I've got beans, I've got tomatoes, olive oil, I got refreshments.
That's what those are for.
Actually, they're for the recipe, but I might take a sip or two. And then I got linguiça, and I got all the fun stuff to make these beans everything that they should bean. And I also want to give a shout out. This segment is sponsored by our friends over at Armor Detail Supply. They don't know that, but I got this fancy new Carhartt shirt from their website. Wow. Shout out to them. I think
it's a really nice shirt.
It's really cool. It's really comfortable. It's a nice material. I feel like it's very breathable. But anyway, don't mind me. I'm going to be here in the backdrop doing some Portuguese bean cooking. If you guys have any questions, I'll chime in. But I have a job to do, right? I got work to do and provide for everybody here. Joey, Alex, any questions for me?
I'm excited to hear, hear the sounds of cooking, but smell the smells of the cooking. But I'm curious how it's going to mix with the active foam in the air.
It's going to smell like a Portuguese nightclub. Honestly,
actually a good way to put that.
It's going to smell like a festa, right? So, over in the valley in California, most of the festas there are a combination of smells. You get a little bit of manure from just the cows, and if there's any type of, you're in the country for the most part, right? Okay. So you get some weird smells, some farm animal smells. You're also going to get a lot of Aqua di Gio. A lot of Dior Sauvage and a lot of Dracar Noir in terms of like colognes, right? I mean, Portuguese people, they love to smell good, but they also like things that taste good. So you're also going to get all the smells of the food as well. It's basically just going to be like a Portuguese festa here. Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Well, thank you for the rundown and the history lesson there, Anthony. I'm excited to experience my first festa.
I didn't know I was going to get a festa on a Thursday, but
I think we should keep this party going with a question from Quality Touch here. He says, in regards to forced, how long can that stay in the IK sprayer?
That's a really good question because the pH of forced is higher.
It's a strong boy.
I think it's 13, 14, somewhere in that range. That being said, the IK with the gray top, the HC bottles are designed more so for the higher alkaline products. If you do leave it in the black edition, which is kind of the more acid friendly, I've had it in both. It's gonna be fine for honestly months, in my opinion.
If you're worried in the black TRC ones or TR ones, not TRC ones,
you can get them at TRC.
You can get them at TRC. But those I tend to just kind of mix up what I need.
Yeah.
Or pour in what I need, and I don't tend to store the forced in there as much.
Sure.
But if it's in the alkaline friendly ones, I think you can go to town.
And that's the assumption that he's using the TR1 versus an actual multi or a foamer.
Correct.
If you are using it in that, I'd probably just take out the top. You can pick up a lid for your IK if it is the multi, and just kind of keep it clean. Don't keep it under pressure. And man, Dane is applying that.
Dane's laying down that. How much active foam did you put in there?
I did a 10-to-1 dilution.
Okay.
And
he's going in dry, so I think
flexing his muscles.
Yeah, I think as long as he lets that soak for a little bit, I think his job's going to be easy. But we know Dane never sticks to a plan.
Yeah, so I feel like if we can do a dry foam, we don't want to be scratching the flex or anything. We're just a straight up rinse.
I don't know that Dane cares so much, but we wouldn't do that.
But yeah. Anywho, let me pop into here. We have ProShine Solutions.
We've got ProShine Solutions.
Detail Grind Podcast back in Boise. Hope everyone is doing amazing. Missed last week's episode. I took my mother and girlfriend to Pigeon Forge for a week, and it was a blast. Highly recommend to anyone who hasn't been. Do you know what Pigeon Forge is, Joey?
I don't. Do you guys know what Pigeon Forge is? They're
busy.
Think
so. They're too busy beaning and foaming.
Pigeon Forge?
Yes.
What the heck is Pigeon Forge?
I don't know.
Okay, so that's a no.
It's a place.
It sounds like a place. Absolutely. Thank you, Dane.
It is a place.
I know that.
It's the name of a town, but I forget where it is.
All right. So, you know what, Joey? You're going to have to open up a new tab from ragcompany.com.
We're going to have to look that up or chime in and tell us what's going on there.
Speaking of chiming,
that was very nice of them to give the Detail Grind podcast a shout out.
That was a great shout.
We didn't even plug our podcast.
We appreciate that. And a legend in the chat, if you will.
I cannot wait. Who is it?
Dan Pfeiffer himself.
Dan Pfeiffer. You read it. I know you've always wanted to read this.
Good afternoon and word up from a sunny and warm Minnesota, USA. Happy Friday, Eve TRC gang. Hope everyone is doing well. Should be a fun time with the crew in the house today.
How's it going, Dan?
We're having a blast.
Happy to have you.
Whoopsies. Hans, obviously, with his typical towel people comment, let's go.
Are we towel people? I know it's
so.
usually the employees here. Maybe we're honorary employees. We should get like maybe a badge or something.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Maybe an Armor Detail Supply shirt. Maybe Jefferson can hook us up.
Yeah, Jeff, if you're watching.
I don't know.
It's a nice shirt.
And, for those just joining, any subject this week or just general? This Q&A, I think, is pretty general. I mean, we got beans, though. That's pretty wild.
There's cooking. Like Anthony said, there's always cooking when we come into town for some reason.
Subject.
Okay, beautiful.
What's the subject that you gave it, Dane?
How to detail when you don't like to detail.
Oh, beautiful.
Perfect for you.
I just like reading comments.
Oh, it smells good in here. Did you get that whiff?
I did.
I'm smelling the nightclub part, not so much the Portuguese part.
You know what else I got a whiff of, Joey?
What's that?
This week, the Mini Air Blaster was released.
Oh, you took a whiff of it.
What an absolute beauty.
What a gem. It's very tiny in my hand.
If yours is normally a one-hander, this is going to be the ideal thing for you.
I think I can use it with 2 fingers.
Probably could.
But it puts out, there it is right there.
$34.
What a price. They're basically giving it away. Mm-hmm. And then, when there's sales, when there's promo codes like DGP10, there's, you can save even more.
Yeah. If you're paying full price,
you're doing something wrong if you're paying full price for detailing products.
And you know what? Honestly, I love the product, but I also love the box that it comes in too.
Yes. It's
not
a
wrapped in
nice
some plastic.
It would look nice on a store shelf if you're
if
you've got a shop or if you've got like a
detail supply next door.
A nice retail location. I think that would look really good.
That would be pretty insane. And here, Jacob Lamb, what's the difference between the new interior scrubber and the Scrub Ninja? So I don't know if he's talking about the VLB or if he's talking about what, but I mean, we've used both.
Yep.
Both are effective. And if you need a little bit of agitation, either one's going to work just fine.
Yeah, I think the concept is the same.
Yep.
If it's a new interior scrubber that I'm not aware of on the ragcompany.com, I mean, we've been busy, so if they launch something, we're not aware. But I think they're pretty similar. Mm-hmm. Should get a good result with either one.
Mark Bergson saying hello, happy Thursday, everyone. Hello,
What's up, Mac?
Hello, Mac. Sorry, not Mac. Mark, Mac. And then AT4, what's he saying?
He says, I'm having analysis paralysis choosing a tire dressing. I like a matte finish and have been using Chemical Guy's VRP for a couple years now, but I'd like to switch to a TRC carried product. Help me, Obi-Wan Anthony. Oh, this is a question for Anthony.
We don't need Anthony for
We don't need Anthony.
No.
He's busy cooking.
This week, we've tried just about every dressing on the shelf. And you know what? I'm gonna say T2 from G-Technic is actually very, very nice.
I'm gonna go with 2 options.
Okay. I'm
gonna go with either Armor Detail Supply Tire Plus, because however many sprays you add to your applicator will affect the layer of sheen that you have on there. So, start with 1 spray, go from there, see how you like it. And then my second choice would be Dynamic from PNS, because you can dilute it. It comes 4-to-1 in the 16-ounce bottle, but if you have the gallon, you can dilute that to your heart's content. And get the desired appearance for your tires.
And Dynamic is a lot more matte if you put it on the applicator first and then apply it.
Anthony, do you have a favorite matte finish tire dressing?
Where did that camera come? That's hilarious. I didn't know there was an extra camera. I'm sorry. I am crying over here, guys. I am literally in tears. These onions are... I don't know if I haven't cut an onion in a while or something, but these ones are absolutely wrecking my eyes. Okay, so let's see. So, I need to stand back. Having a matte finish, and I've been using Chemical Guy's VRP for a couple years now, but I'd like to switch to a TRC paired product. Help me, Obi-Wan Anthony. So,
we said Tire Plus.
I really do think that like PSS from Coach Chemi is probably one of my favorite looking finishes when I use it on tires. I would recommend trying PSS if you like that matte satin finish that is like literally just dry to the touch. That's one of my favorites. And then T2 from G-Technic, I really like the finish of that as well.
Sure.
Sounds like you made a good choice.
Hey, I do what I can around here. And Adrian's also doing what he can by commenting. Drop a like maybe. It's just below the video. It's
Adrian Ferreira, Detailed A. I am Detailed AF. One of the he everyone knows who he is. He's in everyone's DMs. He's one of the friendliest guys on the internet, and I love hearing from Adrian. So I'm glad that you're here.
I think Adrian meant to pluralize the guest. Maybe he just likes you more than me. I have no idea.
It's possible, or maybe it's just you read it, I read it, and we're each the guest.
And then we have David Boyce himself.
The David Boyce?
David Boyce. Alex, what's your opinion on acid wheel cleaners? How many years have you been using them? Any cautionary tips to avoid them and what in use? Now, back in the day, there was an acid-based wheel cleaner that started with wheel and ended in brightener. And that one was an absolute nuke. And it's really not necessary for a lot of the vehicles that I either own or deal with on a regular basis. That being said, a lot of the technology with some of the more alkaline-based wheel cleaners have made a huge difference.
Yeah, some of those are pretty nuclear.
Some of them are absolutely almost touchless, but are still very safe.
I'm thinking AWH from KCX, also dilutable because it's a concentrate, and I mean I use it at 5-to-1, and that creates a tire milkshake.
Yeah, and there's too much. To me, if I don't have to use an acid, the only real acid I'm using a lot of is Crystal Wash.
Yeah.
But other than that, which is very safe on wheels. But other than that, I'm not using a ton. So that's kind of where the.
I do like the over-the-shoulder Anthony cam.
Man, look at
it
that.
really does look like.
It is. That is really nice.
You've got the sponsor placement. Perfect.
Sponsor placement. Yeah, you could be next on this sleeve, right? You know what I mean? You pay the price, and you can absolutely get to this point, right? Which is pretty nice.
Anthony can be bought.
I'm just dicing some onions right now, and normally I have like one of those choppers, right? Or I have like a bigger knife. This is fine. It's just taking.
How would you rate your knife skills?
Not good.
Not good.
Like good enough. Good enough to get the job done. It's just not good enough to be sexy.
How about the safety?
What's that?
How about the safety?
Safety? Yeah, I've already cut my finger off almost once, so I've gotten a lot better with the safety, for sure.
I have been watching him cut the onions, and I have had a little bit of anxiety because it looks like there's a bit of a struggle.
Yeah. Anthony, please be careful.
Yes. You know who else is careful? Juice Free over here.
Juice Free.
One of the favorites.
The IK foamer comes with 3 different tips. What would be some use cases and products for each one?
So we have dry, wet, and normal.
I think he may have spoken to me about this question before. But an interior product, like maybe a carpet cleaner or a fabric cleaner with a dry foam, especially if you're doing a dry extraction and you want the least amount of moisture in there. That's what I would do the dry foam tip with.
Okay.
What would you do what would you use the wet one for?
The wet one actually is, if I don't have a foam cannon with me, if I'm doing a pearl wash, with maybe a eFoam Pro 2 or something like that, dang, because it's still a wetter foam, but it's still able to cling. Yeah. And it stays clung.
Yeah, maybe like a wetter option, like if you're in a hot climate, let it cling, add a little bit more water to the surface, and keep it from drying in that heat.
Kind of like a Central California summer day, like you deal with on the regular.
We're Northern California.
Northern, Central.
It's hot.
It's hot.
It's hot everywhere.
It's hot. I'm North.
You are North.
I'm North.
I'm the North. Yes.
Now, Mark Bergson, why do I keep saying Mark?
I don't know where you're getting the R from, but he says, got my Labor Day shipment in, got the IK battery sprayer, the Air Blaster, O&R Hyperfoam, and a couple of extra M22s, my favorite towels at the moment.
What a party.
What a good package there.
Flex. Okay, so I think we're on Radiance now.
I think he's doing Radiance now. Yeah. It looks like Radiance isn't the most foaming soap because it's more of a bucket soap.
To stick around. Like Dane's been sticking around since day one of TRC.
Yeah, he is. His employee number is in the single digits for sure. But this is one of those wet foams that would be good for a hot climate.
Definitely. So we got a lot of hellos going on. And Juice is asking, is wheel acid better with wet foam? I don't know if I'd really want to foam an acid too much. I mean, you can, but...
Or does he mean foam on top of the acid?
It could be. It could be.
I'm not sure. I don't use the wet foams that much, and I don't use the wheel acids that much. I'm not the guy.
Right. All right, so let's just jump around here. Let's see. One of our favorites this week, Miss Sydney
Bray-Gwynn, my favorite duo in the house. Hi, Sydney.
Hot darn.
We've had dinner with Sydney almost every single night this week, and what a lovely human being.
Yep.
She is one of my favorite people. One of the best mentors I've ever had in this industry.
Goodness. Let's pop over to the Anthony shoulder cam.
Yeah, let's see what's going on with Anthony over there.
He just dropped a weapon on the floor.
Anthony.
One of his knives has left the chat.
So I kind of have to clean my space up in between doing this. Otherwise, it becomes absolute chaos. It's kind of like detailing in the sense that I kind of have to go through, clean stuff off, get rid of things I don't need, instructions for this, that can go. But yeah, I dropped a knife here just a minute ago, so I got to go grab it. But it was in the case, so we were good to go there. But
excellent.
Here we go. Some diced onions here, a lot of diced onions. And so that's 3 full onions because this is going to be like a 10-can recipe, like 10 cans of beans, right? Normally you could do like a giant thing of pinto beans, but you have to do the low sodium because if you don't do low sodium, then we're all going to be bloated and it's not going to be a fun time. So typically, if you go full salt beans, you have to soak them. Like you recommend soaking them for a few hours. You can do it overnight and just water. It just gets rid of all the extra salt and whatnot. It also makes them a little bit softer. But in this case, since we're kind of doing this all in one run, we're just decanning them, less sodium beans, dumping them in and cooking them. But with my onions diced and all of that, I can jump into pretty much the kind of sauteing part where I'm going to get the olive oil ready. Onions are going to be ready. Garlic's going to be ready. And then we're going to be slicing the linguiça, which, if you're not a big fan of seeing sausages get cut, I don't recommend looking at that. But I mean, if you're okay with it, then, you can watch.
I don't think I've put 10 cans of anything in any recipe I've ever made.
Really?
No.
Yeah. This is going to be a pretty large batch, man. This is a lot. So
I'm excited for the onions to go. My wife always tells me, she always asks me if, she goes, what are you cooking over there? It smells so good. And it's onions every time.
Yeah, I'm using this freaking whatever this is, this like stovetop. I don't know. It's like a hot plate. Never used it before, so we're gonna hope that this puts out enough heat to be able to do this. So fingers crossed. Otherwise,
crank that baby up.
Otherwise, we're gonna be eating raw beans. So, but yeah. Anyways, back to you guys. I'm gonna keep going.
Joey,
should we check in with Dane and see how Dane's faring over there with the selection of products that we've given him?
He's fingering his window guards right now, Joey. He's getting in there.
What did you say?
He's cleaning his window guards.
Oh.
Getting in there nice and tight. Man.
How's it going, Dane?
Look at the finesse.
It's doing all right. I'm getting up under the ABS window guards. Wanted to make sure I got underneath because I don't like when there's a bunch of dirt collected under there.
I despise those things.
Yeah. Well, I picked the lowest profile ones I could find because I hate when they're bubbly and they stick out from the car. It just looks ugly. These I found actually look okay because they match the black roof and everything. It's mostly low profile.
So how did the Active Foam do when you rinsed it off? Did it get a lot of the dirt off?
Active Foam did a pretty good job, although there's definitely some stuff that's like really sticking to the lowers that I'm finding there, and I'm just going to have to physically agitate those.
Right on.
I may even, God forbid, turn to a brush to do it. We'll see what happens.
You could.
Maybe.
You could do that. You could maybe, if you need something stronger, a little brake buster or something on the lowers, you could try that.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
We'll check in, but you're doing a great job, Dane.
Thanks.
If you're wondering about questionable wash processes, April 2026 is when it's going to be hot.
Yeah, stick around for that.
My goodness.
There was a theme there, yeah.
Yeah, we saw a bit of a glimpse. I mean, because we literally did it all, but we saw a bit of a glimpse, and whew, my goodness.
You're in for a treat.
And detailed AF, yes. Thank you so much. The deal was so awesome. We do what we can.
There's the duo.
We're just fitting in here. All right. Oh, my goodness. Man, we're popping all over the place.
Are we? You're doing great at the iPad.
I do what I can. I do what I can.
I'm glad you did it. I did not want to do that.
All right, let me see here. Technology sometimes is just so darn fun. Okay.
It sure is.
Sydney Bray-Gwynn. There we go. We got fine detailing in the house as well. What's up, Ryan?
Ryan, current Grand Ambassador for the Rag Company. He was T1 2025. He's putting out fire content. He's putting out I think he's still doing a video every Sunday.
Yep. We actually just had a new batch released into the wild of the Grand Ambassador program.
We did.
We've seen Carson working real hard, getting all those peoples going.
We're in the final trimester, so we've got to see if people come out swinging in the end.
Look at Anthony handling all of that protein.
My plate, you know what I mean? This is going to be good. Pepper bacon going in right now.
Oh, what kind of bacon do you have there?
This is a hickory smoked pepper bacon. This is what I actually used in one of my first times I cooked on TRC, and this was the rest. This is kind of the original bacon that I used, where everybody like lost their minds. So I'm like, I'll go with that again since everybody liked that. I think I cooked something different when Matt was here, but what I'm doing here is I do bacon with the linguiça because I think the bacon adds just a little bit more flavor, and I think it makes it more fun. Because the linguiça, you get bigger chunks, you get bigger pieces, and sometimes it's just a lot. So the bacon kind of, the way I cook it inside here, it really just kind of like, I don't know, melts into the rest of the recipe, and it makes it really, really good.
My mouth's watering.
I'm excited. I mean, we had lunch not too long ago, but I think my body will be ready.
Well, your sandwich was 12 inches and mine was 6 inches, so I'm a little bit hungry now.
It's not about the length, Joey. It's how you use it.
That's right.
We have really good auto detailing using something for an interior.
It's good afternoon, all. I've got a 12-passenger van interior booked soon, and it will be a test for my odor remove 12-passenger van.
I'm thinking
it's like what we rode in Monterey.
Yeah, we're $1 million detailers.
Ours didn't smell too bad.
It's insane. After the week was a little spicy, but I don't know if they're referring to the new blaster, the air blaster, maybe something else. I mean, a lot of great scent options from the right company to be spraying in your vehicle.
Yep.
Certainly nothing wrong with that.
Once you get the odors out of the vehicle, what are you going to replace them with? Let us know.
David Boyce here. Alex, is the Zamboni still working in the studio?
Where is the Zamboni?
I have not seen it. Perhaps at the local ice rink.
Do you think they sold it?
It's possible.
Did you guys sell the Zamboni?
I hope not. Gabe's not here to ask. Gabe's the only one that knows where it is.
Gabe hides big things from the studio when he doesn't like how they look in here.
Wrestling the sausage.
That is taking that. That's some girth right there.
Got it. Yeah, and then you just go like that, and then you wedge that.
Careful there.
You just give it a little cut right there, and we're gonna.
Usually got.
Why are you talking so softly?
Oh, sorry. I thought you guys couldn't hear me or not. So, anyways, I'm just getting these cut up now. What's nice though is that this time around, dude, I had a really dull knife when Matt was here. Like I'm talking, that knife was like dull, right? This is nice. I get a sharper-ish knife to use, so this is making things a lot easier.
You know what,
I'm excited.
What's that?
You know what could cook these beans flawlessly?
What's that?
A $180 grill. Don't know where it is.
I don't know if it would get hot enough to get that 10 cans going.
I mean, I just hope they have a can opener. I know they were struggling to find one.
Our friend Juice Free says, shout out Detail Grind. We appreciate you.
We appreciate that as well. And Adrian Ferreira. Sydney, how did you find these two amazing people? Someone needs to give you a raise.
Did she find us? Did we find her? Did we find each other?
I think we just found each other.
I think so. I think it was fate.
An invaluable asset, if you will.
Yeah, I think we're like an inseparable trio at this point.
Most definitely. And Dane is sporting some shoulders now. Great job. Dane's looking wicked.
Dane just gets more and more attractive every time I'm here.
I'm attracted to the fact that the longer this wash goes on, the deeper the V in his t-shirt neck is going. So at the end of it, I don't even know if he's going to have a shirt on anymore.
You know what? But in Dane's defense, we've washed many vehicles this week over there, and I have sweat profusely in that wash bay. It gets humid. My body's not built for humidity. We don't have humidity in Sacramento.
It's toasty, man.
Yeah. Well, good on you, Dane.
And a toast to Sydney. Actually, Adrian, JB, and I were comparing Rag Company receipts last night, and his go back as far as mine, I think 2015. This is true. I can validate this.
We did. We looked for our first Rag Company receipt. I think I may have had one earlier than that with an old email address, but it was like August 21st, 2015. So 10 years ago. 10 years have passed. I've been shopping at TRC.
You know what? We've been shopping at Dutch Bros for a while, too. Todd Hill.
Guys, I've heard you speak about Dutch Bros, and we just got one in my city. Can you give me drink recommendations, ordering tips, app tips, please? Thank you. Do you want to go first since you're the noob?
I do.
Okay.
you have to go into it knowing that the enthusiasm is off the charts.
Oh, yeah.
If it's first thing in the morning, you're a little grumpy, you don't like talking to people.
If you're not a morning person, don't go to Dutch Bros.
Not the place for you. If it's 2 in the afternoon, you need that afternoon fix. You've been awake for a bit. You can handle some enthusiasm. It's fine. You introduced me to one heck of a drink the other day. What was it?
I did. So this is my go-to, and I don't go to Dutch Bros because I enjoy coffee. I go to Dutch Bros for a treat.
No, they bring it
with
to you
my
on
coffee.
DoorDash.
No. I go to Dutch Bros. So you said that they're very enthusiastic.
Yes.
There's been times I go there where they're singing.
Mm-hmm.
They're singing with me. They're taking espresso shots. They're asking me if I want a shot, and I say, a shot of what? And espresso.
At least you can still drive after that one.
It's such a wild time. But the drink that you tried yesterday is an iced Kokomo. The base is chocolate milk. It's got coconut in it. It's got vanilla in it, caramel in it. And you got to go light on the ice. I want more of the coffee than I want.
We don't pay for frozen water.
The chocolate milk is the sleeper, though. Is that's what really does it. Use the app, get the points. You'll get free drinks on your whole birthday month. You can redeem your birthday drink. So
I think I need to make 12 burner accounts then.
Yeah. Dutch Bros is good stuff.
Hydro detailing. How is Reflect on the front windshield? 3D SiO2 glass cleaner isn't my thing. Care to do a demonstration? Well, lucky enough.
Want to find out today?
Dane's,
We will definitely check in with Dane when he gets to the glass finishing step of his wash. But I've used Reflect on many windshields, inside and out, no problems.
You know what that means?
I do understand
He has to watch the entire show to see that, because that's how long it's going to take me to get there.
Yeah, you do have to stick around because, as we alluded to early, Dane is going to inevitably make this a more difficult wash than it needs to be. So this may be a 359
on
down.
the dot.
All right,
Yeah.
he's given us the thumbs up over there.
Hanzo
says, "Hello, Gabe, and the rest of the TRC crew."
Hey,
Gabe.
Hey, Gabe.
Gabe's nowhere to be found this week.
I think he's on the West Coast on a floaty in the ocean.
I can't believe he's not here the week that we're here. We had such a good time with Gabe and Carson in Monterey, and only Carson's here, but, we miss you, Gabe.
Super Auto 2K.
What up, TRCMA halftime crew? Yeah. We've got a lot. I feel like I need a separate resume now of just the things I've done related to
your hobby resume.
Clean cars. Yeah.
I mean, multi-million-dollar vehicles under our belt.
Oh, my prices have gone up.
Monterey, California.
My prices have gone through the roof.
I will say, if anyone in the chat is remotely hesitant about using Absolute and Defender and Direct Sun,
don't be.
No more.
Don't be. Work smart, but don't be afraid of it.
Enthusiast.
The iced vanilla protein latte from Dutch Bros. I've never had one of their protein beverages.
That sounds amazing.
Maybe we can do that later today or tomorrow.
I mean, if you're classier than a White Monster, you can go with a protein latte from Dutch Bros.
A White Monster would slap right about now.
You're not helping my cause here, Joey. Don't do that. Little Tim.
What is the official scent of RRW? I have some mixed up in a bucket to wash. A generator enclosure at work, and I love the smell. So
it's just clean.
I was told the scent. I don't know if the scent has changed, but the scent that the product launched with was a Mandarin iced tea.
Yes.
And once you have been told that, you kind of pick up on it. You pick up on the citrus notes. You're like, yeah, that's kind of an iced tea, a lemon tea.
Do you know if that's a deep South Georgia thing? With the tea situation?
It's possible because Justin Dean of KCX is the one who told me the scent.
Yeah. So here's a question for Dane. Does Dane's big St. Bernard dog ride in the Ford Flex? Dane, rumor has it you're going to K-swap the Ford Flex.
No, I'm pretty happy with the EcoBoost, and also it's a Malamute.
Malamute. I was going to say, I don't think he's a St. Bernard.
No.
But he does keep he does travel with Yeti in the Flex because every time we use an ego blower this week, there's dog hair coming up from under the Swiss tracks.
Oh, yeah.
That's another sell for Swiss tracks. It also hides dog hair.
It hides the dog hair. It will come up with a strong gust of wind, though.
And Neil White's hoping that Dane doesn't split his pants. Those pants are too loose to be split.
No, there's no splitting those. Did you see him touch his toes to his head earlier? They're not ripping.
I usually got to pay extra for that.
I know. That's the first time he's done it for us this week, though.
Yeah, most definitely. All right, so let's go over here. I'm just going to make sure I am on the correct page, which I am.
We appreciate everyone who's here asking questions in the chat. Click the thumbs up button. Leave a comment if you're checking this out after the live. Let's get this to more people.
Any explanation on Radiance versus a normal pH 7 shampoo? People looking might like to know. Now it is kind of a coating maintenance shampoo.
It is labeled as a coating maintenance shampoo. I know that there are polymers that are left behind on the surface to just boost that gloss and slickness to a coating. I wouldn't say that it's a soap that has protection in it because it's not any type of durable protection. Which is why I also gave Dane Amplify to touch it up with and just boost the gloss even more. But I think if you have a well-maintained vehicle and you're just looking to boost that up a little bit, I think Radiance would be a perfect shampoo.
I've got a lot of baked-in stuff on this white paint, and I'm noticing while it feels really good using across the paint, it's removing all the dirt I would expect it to, but there's some embedded stuff that I think may be like dried tar.
Okay.
It's not removing that. So I think I'm going to need to go back over it with something, kind of target those areas. But overall, I like the way it feels, and it smells nice.
It's a nice, I like to liken it to a melted grape popsicle, maybe.
I would say that. I would agree with that.
David Boyce, I bought the screwball, but I can't find it. It's been missing since the day I opened up the box. Well, I think
what a screwy situation.
That is screwed up, Joey, right there. Listen.
I see what he did there. Dane knows his sports.
Oh, man.
Inside baseball reference.
We need to leave. I think, though, as much as we'd like to plug our stuff, I do think that if you head over to the Rag Company Instagram page, check out their T3 Grand Ambassadors at this point.
Follow them all.
Follow them. I know they got discount codes rolling out soon, and, David is going to have to purchase another one with one of those amazing codes. And
if there's not a sale going on at the moment, you can always find a discount code from following one of the Grand Ambassadors.
Steve the Foamer has a question for Anthony. Hello, all. Anthony, tried the WeatherTech Matte Protector Spray. Their matte dressing with anti-slip additives. Other interior dressings were too slippery for me. Wondering what you guys think. Love the QA.
I actually have not tried that spray. I'm interested now that you're telling me about it, though. I would definitely try it.
I had no idea that WeatherTech made their own spray.
WeatherTechs have, I think they actually coat them from the factory, which is with a really unique situation, because they're very porous, so the dirt likes to just hang in there. But I have had really good luck with some Gumafix on there. The actual legit Gumafix. I love the label with the teal color.
Actual legit Gummy Fix.
I've heard.
You're cooking over there. Some people like to cook in their homes to make their own.
I've heard of people mixing up their own recipes for detailing products and saying they're comparable. I haven't tried.
One thing I really like on WeatherTechs is actually a couple mists of Swift, and then really take off the excess. And I haven't had a single issue with slippiness.
I don't have hammered mats on my car, but I've cleaned them up with Pilot, and Pilot leaves a nice dark sheen behind on it. It's not going to it's not a night and day difference, but it's going to richen that and not leave it slippery.
And just you guys wait, Shark Blue Turbo.
Get your protection on, Dane.
He's going to have beads and amplify.
He's got his gloves on, so we know that's not what he's talking about.
All right, so let's pop over to the next page. Juice free again.
It's all good. Wash and Wax's soaps are for the birds.
So he's referencing Radiance. So you know, it's kind of like with the Nano Magic shampoo, the Ceramic Effect shampoo.
I feel like Radiance is in its own little world. I wouldn't call it a wash and wax. I wouldn't call it a ceramic shampoo. It just does something to the paint. It's almost like how Dreammaker just makes paint pop, and that's its only job.
Yeah.
Radiance has got two jobs: clean the car and make it pop.
Yeah. And that's the wrong one that I was going to put on there. But anywho.
I told Alex to stay away from all of the side conversations because, sometimes Dane can get mixed up and not realize that it's a side conversation going on.
Okay.
And he'll pull up a comment of mine that I really did not want on the screen, and I don't want to do that to anybody.
Man, the smells here.
I got the onions. It just hit me.
The smells are radiating, not just from the soap, but also from I guess that burner's working.
Oh,
it's working.
Beautiful.
I hear the bubbling. I hear the sizzling.
Is that some Danos, Anthony?
Danos? Lowry's, dude. The OG, man. Ooh. Dano wasn't even born yet. Oh, sorry. I don't know why I'm yelling. I have you guys mic'd up. Dano wasn't even born yet. Lowry's been doing this since...
All day anchovy over there.
Actually, I don't know when Lowry's was actually founded, but it's pretty good stuff.
So, and a good question from Andrew K. Stay underscore. It's been a while since I've seen an underscore.
Yeah. Stay true.
This is not the MSN days. Hey, I'm new to the detailing community. I bought SO2 spray sealant. How do I properly use it after the wash?
That's a good question.
You want this one, Joey?
I personally haven't used SO2. I know how to use it, but have you used it?
I have. So I did a dry application. So once I washed the vehicle, I didn't apply a last step product, or any last step protection, LSP, if you will. Nothing on there. Just kind of, just dried it without any additional stuff on there. And then just kind of sprayed on some SO2, wiped it on. You do kind of want to be, you don't want to be overly hot. You don't want to be overly cold. Just kind of in a somewhat controlled environment, and gives you some pretty decent protection there. So
and if you'd like to give the spray the most optimum opportunity to stick to your paint and give you the best durability, you can hit it with a panel prep first and get that really, really clean. If you're going to be claying your car, that's another step that you can add into the mix to make sure that you've got a nice pure surface. Just be careful with the clay. If you don't intend to polish or anything, just something like the clay scrubber and plenty of lubrication will get the job done.
And lots of side chatter here in regards to Anthony's seasoning. He is seasoning this just enough. If
Anthony,
you had smell-o-vision.
Where do you get your linguiça?
Linguiça?
Yeah.
So I use Silva Linguiça. You can get it at Winco here locally. I think most Wincos in around the Northwest and California will have Silva Linguiça, but that's pretty much my go-to.
All right. What makes it stand out from other linguiças?
It's just a true Portuguese linguiça.
Okay.
Because it's just not. Linguiça is its own kind of sausage. It basically has a really distinct taste. It's kind of vinegary. It's I don't know. It's really full flavor. I love this stuff, but I don't know. Flack Pyro just got here in time for Tony's Beans, so welcome to the party.
Pyro.
At this point in time, process-wise, olive oil's gone in. I had to do a decent amount of olive oil since how big this batch is, and then I do the diced onions, right? So basically get those starts to saute. Really started to get them to where they get really soft. Then my garlic goes in after that, and then I put in my chili paste / garlic chili sauce, whatever you want to call it, and that's where it's going to add a lot of flavor and a little bit of the spice. Now, depending how much I put of that in, is how spicy things can get. And so, but right now it's looking really good, and it's starting to smell good too. Have you guys noticed how good it smells?
It's wafting over here. It's really good. I've never eaten anything that Anthony's cooked, so I'm pretty excited about this.
And you know what else is going to smell good?
You only smell the brake buster over there? Poor Dane. Always getting the short end of the stick.
I've never seen anyone sit crisscross applesauce more than Dane Stonehennon over there.
I don't think I could. I couldn't get off the floor if I sat crisscross applesauce.
There's a lot of squelching going on over there, Joey.
Yeah, a little bit.
Now, what's not going to be squelching, but just smelling amazing? Ryan's asking Anthony here, if 1 cent from a detailing chemical could be made into a cologne, what would Chef Tony wear?
Ooh, that's a good question.
From a detailing chemical? That's tough, man. I don't know. I'd probably rock Active Foam. You know what I mean? As a scent, the sandalwood. I'd probably do that.
That's a good one.
Not rocking an iron remover, I'll tell you that much.
No, I'm not.
No, you used one today and we had to crack the door.
Yeah.
This guy used iron remover on the bucket dolly wheels yesterday because he noticed that, they had a little bit of corrosion on them from, being wet all the time. And I asked him what he needed it for, and I didn't quite pay attention to your answer, and then I smelled it and I asked, what the heck are you doing?
There's a method to my madness, Joey, because I want this place to look as good as it was before Gabe left, so that Gabe isn't yelling at everyone upon his return.
We need it to look better than when Gabe left. No offense to you guys. You guys do a great job, but your cleaning skills could use a little work.
Little Tim.
Anthony, you need some fresh-baked papa secas and cheese to go with those beans and some sumal to go with those beans.
I would love a sumo right now. That'd be very good, actually.
Is that a beer?
No, it's not beer. It's a Portuguese soda, but there's like the best Portuguese soda like ever, and I love it. And I would totally be drinking that right now if that was an option. But here in Idaho, they do not have sumo anywhere, unfortunately. So
if
California,
you'd like to
though, Joey, they're everywhere. It's everywhere.
Oh, man, I'll send you some then.
You know what else California has, Joey?
What's that?
California has Sal.
Sal from Details, J Boogie in A-Town. What's up, Sal? Thank you for finding us over here. Sal's in all of our chats.
He's asking how the Spirit flight was. We did not fly Spirit.
We didn't. We flew Delta. We met up you flew from Calgary to Seattle.
Yep.
I flew from Sacramento to Seattle, and this man greeted me at the gate with open arms.
That was kind of cool. I've never done that before.
It was nice to have a layover with a friend and not just try to find snacks and a place to rest or run to my gate.
If you can fly with someone, that makes it 1,000 times more enjoyable.
But you know what? Like, while I love traveling with friends and family, there's also the freedom of not having to worry about anyone else like slowing you down if you travel by yourself. So I do enjoy that sometimes. I don't like traveling in general, but I will say with a friend is best.
And I will say, not that I'm a world traveler, but Anthony over there loves a good bathroom situation, and the Sacramento airport has probably some of the cleanest bathrooms I've ever seen.
I have not encountered those, but I would love to know Anthony's impression if he ever flies into Sacramento to go visit his old stomping grounds in Modesto.
Yeah.
So
he said that like this isn't happening.
Fantastic question. What's one common mistake people make when they rush through detailing, and how can it be avoided without making the process feel like a burden?
I think early on when I was just kind of running a wash mitt all over the paint in like an erratic manner, it was I'd miss a lot of spots.
Yeah.
So I would say that not following like a nice like smooth pattern, straight lines, watching where your mitt ends and where it begins, I think that would be something that I would recommend someone pay attention to early on if they want to improve their detailing and the amount of missed spots during the process.
And one thing I have for the mistake thing is, especially this time of year, depending when you're driving, I mean, the sun's only setting sooner and rising a little bit later.
Yep.
But taking advantage of cleaning your front windshield.
Yep.
And what I like to do is I like to have a specific direction for both the interior and exterior. So interior, I like to go vertical, so up and down. And then on the exterior, I like to go side to side. So that if I do have any kind of streak, I know exactly where it is.
What side it's on. The other thing I like to do is, I know people like to wash early in the morning, they like to wash late at night, they have their preference. I think I prefer as the sun is setting because I'm not rushing to beat the sun in the sense of it's going to start cooking the chemicals on the paint. So find the right time of day that works for you. If you feel more rushed in the morning, maybe try late afternoon, evening wash and see which one's more enjoyable for you. I find the nighttime wash is more pleasurable.
I hope Dane takes his flex out at nighttime because that thing is looking fresh.
It looks much cleaner than when we first started the show.
Hydro detailing here. How do you detail when you don't like it? pH 13.5 truck pre-wash, then a pH neutral foam with a wax in it after. That could work.
Yeah, that could work. I would say if you're staying on top of it, if you're not letting the car get absolutely muddy and caked with dirt, I think a very strong pre-wash like that. I think followed by the foam. Yeah, I think that would do the trick.
I mean, you may have a bit of a film left over, but it just depends. I mean, most often you're probably going to be okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's good to touch the paint.
I would say swap your towels out, flip them very often. Just make sure that you're always using a clean side of the towel. That way you're not, if there's anything that the touchless soap hasn't gotten off, at least you're practicing safe wash methods with your microfiber.
And here we have a question that Anthony might be able to answer too. From Kron, can the buff brake for NATO be used with the Ultra Air Blaster Mini?
Good question. I've actually wondered that myself, but I haven't asked him. Anthony, what do you think?
I don't know. I'm actually, so buff right for an AW is the Ultra Air Blaster Mini? I think so.
I can't remember if it has a female
I
coupler
think so.
to
I think
attach
it's
something
the
else
same
onto.
thread pitch, so I think so.
Yeah. Maybe we'll have to check that out.
Yeah, we'll have to try, and we'll report back.
And speaking of reporting back, we're going to be back together again in only a few months' time, Joey.
I know. I've seen you more than some of my family this year, and it's just going to continue.
That's okay. DIY with Kane, how many of you are planning to go to SEMA 2025?
Anthony didn't raise his hand. Dane didn't raise his hand.
I think Dane will know. I think Anthony will know a couple days before.
Yeah.
He likes to fly by the seat of his pants.
But yeah, SEMA 2024 was my first time. It was very fun. It was quite the experience. It was exhausting. My feet hurt. Bring some ibuprofen or aspirin, whatever. Just treat your body nice.
David Boyce is asking, Anthony, what's wrong with the little bourbon added to the Portuguese bean stew? That'd be all right.
Yeah, Anthony, you ever put any bourbon in there?
Bourbon?
You ever put bourbon in your beans?
No, that would ruin it.
Oh.
The trick is I was wondering, I'm like, gosh, what am I doing wrong right now? Like, I'm like, something's like not cooking fast enough. And I go, I probably should put that lid on. Actually, I do need a towel. I need like a microfiber towel as my lid. You know what I mean? My lid thing. What should I use? An Eagle?
Maybe just like a ripping rag.
Ripping rag? Maybe a ripping rag. Yeah. No, but you have to use like a cheap beer. Like cheap beer is like the best way to do it. Bud Light, Coors Light, anything like that, because that alcohol, it tends to burn off really pretty quickly, I should say. But like the flavor that it leaves behind, you want kind of something kind of weedy tasting, and that's kind of it makes sense. Once the alcohol starts burning off, it tastes a lot better.
Do you remember we encountered Pabst Light yesterday?
Yeah.
They have PBR and they have Pabst Light, but I don't know how it could get any lighter.
I didn't know PBR was just selling water.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Yeah. I'm curious what Hydro Detailing saying is here. Anthony. Go ahead.
As a JDM lover, do you also have Japanese cooking knives at home?
I do, actually. I have Japanese cooking knives at home. Yes, I do.
For longtime fans, he almost removed one of his fingers many years ago.
Did you order them from like a Honda catalog?
That was like a Santoku knife that I had gotten, and I literally cut off like half my finger. That sucked.
I've cut the tip of my finger off before.
To get it like stitched back on, and it's still kind of weird. It's still not, it's fine. It just has a little bit of some weird feelings there every once in a while. But I learned. Man, you know how they say like a dull knife is like one of the most dangerous knives?
Yep, definitely.
I don't know if that's true, because if you've never felt how sharp like an actual sharp knife is, holy crap, man! Like it's effortless what it can do. And
well,
it's
my
terrifying.
experience is like it happens so quickly you don't even feel it go through.
Correct. You don't feel it. You don't even know it's happened.
I think that's the whole argument with the dull one. Is the dull one you're going to create a little bit more damage.
The dull argument. Well, no, the dull argument is that it slips off of your cutting media and then it slides right onto your finger.
But then maybe it doesn't do as much damage on you. I don't know. You can argue both ways, but whatever. Anyway, so. This is now going much faster with the lid on. I don't know what the heck I was doing before, so I'm happy about this. So where are we at time-wise? Okay, we're almost at the end of the first half here. It's been a lot of fun so far. Most of my prep is done. Everything from here is actually going to be really easy. I'm just dumping stuff in at this point. But I'm hoping there's at least a taste test here by the end of this show. There has to be.
I would love a taste test, live on camera.
You got to be able to taste it. Do something there.
I'm just glad we're not eating like bowls of beans the entire Q&A.
Yeah, or the entire week.
Or that would be pretty bad.
Rough. And what's rough is the fact that Steve the Former has not tried any KCX products.
The gateway drug to KCX, I would say, is GSF. Like you try that soap. And you just enter a new world.
What's funny, Joey, is that yesterday we were playing around with little GFX.
It was Christmas in September.
And it's a fairly enclosed space here, and we were almost overwhelmed with the Christmas scent.
Yeah, the cinnamon was coming in really strong, but I did go a little heavy with my pour.
It was, it was still good.
I hope it comes back this year for Christmas.
And Detail Therapy.
Get a slightly different strong smell, FYI.
Dane has busted out the Ulex. I don't know if I trust Dane with you,
man.
Lex.
Good thing the exhaust fan can come on in about 30 seconds here when we head over to break.
Well, we've got Detailed Therapy here saying, afternoon, everyone. What's going on,
Goodness.
Detailed Therapy?
From across the compound.
Aaron from customer service. Do you like doorbusters?
I adore doorbusters. Did you get that?
I got it, and I think that would be an appropriate point to stop here at our halftime point.
We do have an amazing treat right after. So, hey, stick around. Grab your snacks, grab your drinks, kick your feet up. Tell your boss you're going home for the afternoon because it's going to be an epic final hour, the fun hour.
We'll be back in a few minutes, but I can't wait to stretch my legs.
Hey guys, Josh with the Rag Company.
I thought I was going first.
I thought I was going first.
We'll take it.
All right, Josh is from the Rag Company here to tell you about the business program.
You can save up to 25% off different products that we have here at the Rag Company, including savings like Detail Factory, IK sprayers, and many others.
Whether it's pads, polishes, compounds, polishers, we got it all. Chemicals.
We have everything you would need to save you some money so you can start putting more money in your pocket by buying products through our business program.
So whether you're a shop-based business, a mobile detailer, or just running a side hustle out of your garage, please check out the business program.
And you get free shipping on orders over $150.
That's a pretty great deal.
That is a great deal.
The Rag Company Business Program is for bulk purchase end users only. No tax exemptions unless previously grandfathered in. Discounts apply to eligible products only. Exclusions may apply. Check product listings for details. Minimum order of $150 required to qualify for these discounts. Some brands, tools, or specialty items may not be included. Pricing is subject to change without notice. Visit theragcompany.com/biz to start your application. Act now, stock up, and save big while it lasts.
Hello, and welcome back to the fun hour of the Q&A.
It's going to get
Thursday.
crazy. That break goes by a lot faster than you think.
It does.
You've got barely any time to do anything.
I hope people have grabbed their snacks, they've grabbed their drinks, because we're going to be grabbing a bit of a package that came in the mail for us. We have fan mail, Joey.
We do.
Is that Carson Black?
Carson Black, live in the flesh.
My goodness. Okay, so this package here
I don't want you to spill the water.
is from our friend Dan Digna.
Yeah, Alkaline Top Hat.
Alkaline Trio. Goes by both names.
Sorry.
He was actually here last week.
He was.
Just missed him. Purchased a Volkswagen Audi Group product.
He did.
An Audi RS4.
He did. I'm quite jealous of it. Dan's been a guest on our podcast.
He has.
What a lovely guy. He's been in the Rag Company chat for years and years.
Long time.
But he sent us a package.
Yep. And it was actually supposed to be here tomorrow, so I'm really happy it showed up today.
That's the efficiency of the United States Postal Service.
Is that what you call it?
Well,
okay.
Maybe.
I didn't let him know beforehand, so we kind of kept it as a surprise.
Yeah.
So. What do you open it up? I don't even know what this is.
I have no idea what we could have gotten. We've got coffee?
We have some instructions here.
Oh yeah.
What do we have instructions for?
I don't know. Maybe it's just packing.
We have
materials?
instructions for a shower head. That's wonderful. Okay. Some more packing materials. And then we also have another bag. What is this?
This one is an Ethiopian blend, it looks like.
Ooh.
And this one is Maribel washed bourbon in Kalura. Wow, okay.
I like that.
What's your flavor profile? I've got chocolate, fruit and sweet, juicy with citrus acidity.
They have a little scent hole in the rear. It's pretty good. Let me smell yours.
Can someone brew us a cup of coffee
if somebody
here?
can brew us some coffee, that'd be amazing.
Take a long pull. Oh,
Yeah,
these
I like that.
are very good. Thank you so much, Dan. I can't wait to have these. Man, what do you say we get back into some more comments?
I think before we hit the comments, we have to do a bit of analysis.
Okay, let's do it.
You and I have been watching this Q&A for many years.
Yes, we have.
And the commercial break has included some various commercials. Not ones you want to skip through, ones you actually want to watch.
You're talking about the hill that I'm willing to die on.
Yes.
And that is that the Rag Company,
of course,
ad did not involve any theft.
Zero.
If you look at the package that the mail detailer is washing his car with.
Yep.
He has a Rag Company box.
Yep.
Or a bucket, I'm sorry.
Yep.
He has a bottle of O&R. He has a bottle of Bead Maker.
And some Dynamic.
She simply picks it up and is like, this is way better than what I've been using. And when she returns, returns with Dream Maker and Swift. She's done her own shopping. She is not a thief.
Nope, completely different products.
I have never even met her, but I will represent her in court if I have to, because she is no thief. Look at the Dream Maker, look at the Swift.
Just because she's wearing some of...
And it's a different outfit.
Just because she's wearing some of Canada's favorite headwear, a toque, does not consider her a thief.
It might be a little chilly there, but I think it's as plain as day. I know the chat's probably going crazy about it. I know Juice Free's got things to say about it. But I think she's innocent.
We know what we're talking about.
Yeah. I asked Anthony if he had any strong opinions on this, and he said he's never paid attention.
He has linguiça brain right now. He can't even think.
He does have linguiça brain.
Whatever that is.
I don't know. But she's innocent, 100%, and I'm sticking to it.
I'm going to stick to Andrew Edwards here. Joey, if you want to read this comment.
Yeah, throw it up on the screen for me.
We'll answer it here.
Andrew Edwards says, "Hi, can you run through the steps for a full decon wash, including when to use which product, which stages require a rinse in between, when to use tar and glue, fallout, and water spot removers?"
That's a great question.
That's a very thorough question.
So
want to start this one off?
If Dane's doing it, he rinses every time he looks at the car.
Correct.
But I mean, for most people, for a full decon, I like to do, especially kind of post-winter or a really nice mild winter day, I like to foam on dry.
Okay.
So
Let it attack that dirt.
Something like an ADS decon soap, maybe a 10-to-1, follow the directions. Foam that on, let it dwell.
As long as possible. As long as you can let the chemical do the work for you, your job is going to be easier.
And with the decon, don't be overly concerned about the direct sun if there is sunlight. Be more concerned about the temperature of the panel.
Correct. If you can barely touch it, if it's steaming when you see the water touch it, maybe rinse it off with some cool water first before you go in.
Back off a little bit. So I hit it with decon, let that dwell, rinse that.
So we have one rinse so far.
Yeah, one rinse so far.
Okay.
And then I foam on my contact wash solution, which is going to be usually the same as in my bucket.
Yep.
So whether that's going to be GSF, whether that's going to be Pearl.
Usually a pH neutral soap after that step.
Something like that. Yeah. Any one of them that TRC has is perfect for that situation.
So you'll wash the car with your pH neutral soap, and then you'll rinse it.
Yeah, and then I'll rinse it again.
Second
once
rinse.
It's dry, or once that. And then because it's decon, I'll go in with a dry. Okay, I'm not using any last step protection.
Yep.
Dry it off, and again, it's not perfect. I'm not going for the cracks and crevices. Just getting the large bodies of water off.
Okay.
Then I take a look. Am I seeing any tar spots? If it's a light colored vehicle along with the rust, they're a lot more visible there. If it's a darker colored, maybe you can kind of feel it because the car is clean.
And you'll reveal a lot more after you've contact washed and cleaned the actual paint. You'll see what's left and what needs to be tackled. So you can go from there.
If there's tar or fallout or what have you, that the decon soap hasn't already hit or my touching hasn't already hit, then I'll apply those dry because I don't want to dilute the products even more.
Correct.
Rinse it off to kind of neutralize it. If there's a lot, I might do another contact wash. And then, for any glue, you can kind of spot treat it and then kind of spot rinse / wash it. And then after you're done that, if you have water spots, then you might be polishing those off because a lot of times you're not going to be getting them in time. Maybe FSE if they're fresh. But
I like to do my decon method in the way that Bradley from ADS showed it off. And after you've contact washed the vehicle, after you've gotten rid of that tar, if you've got any of that, go ahead and you can spray your iron remover all over the paint. Let it dwell for a little bit, but then foam on over it with your shampoo again. Use that as your clay lube and go ahead and clay at the same time. If you're a fan of that, some people like to leave the iron removers out of the clay materials because they don't want the clay to smell. That I completely understand. But you can combine those steps if you wish. And then you'd rinse, and then you would use your water spot remover as per directions. And then you would rinse again to neutralize that.
Yeah, I know for the, because there's been a lot of new synthetic clay products coming out that are very safe recently. Here they have the clay scrubber, they have the clay mitt, they have the clay towel, they have the clay bar. Now, I do like to, kind of foam it on just for efficiency's sake. Do a foam with, like you said, apply it, but if you do have some clay spray or some clay lubricant, more lubrication is always better, no matter what you're doing in life.
You can never use too much lubrication when it comes to clay barring your vehicle.
Never. So hopefully that helps you out, Andrew. And then Nathan, also with a good question.
What is the point of foaming a car if it's going to dry off or fall off before I wash the entire vehicle?
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, it can pull a lot of that dirt off, but you don't have to do the whole vehicle. You can work a half at a time. You can do the front first. You can do the back, however you want to split it up. So if you are maybe taking a little bit more time to do your contact wash, maybe just do half of it or the section that you're starting with first, and then foam it afterwards if your foam's falling off too fast. Or you can adjust your dilution or your foam cannon knob to do a little bit of a wetter foam, so that it's not so heavy and so that it actually clings onto the paint instead of falling off.
And I will say is that if you do a dry foam, if it's a pH neutral soap, typically it's not going to pull much off. But it might be, a little bit just to kind of either cool it down a little bit if it is screaming hot, or just kind of give it a rinse with a, if you're using a higher pH or a low pH, that's going to do a bit more of the eating away, which I can't wait anymore to eat some stuff. Anthony's looking hot and ready over there.
Yeah, we should check in with Anthony.
Check in with him.
Is that intro going to play every time? Is that what's going to happen?
That intro plays every time.
It's gonna, okay. Anyways, well, we're still cooking, literally. It is getting exceptionally hot over here. I actually kind of wish we were still outside doing it like we did with Matt when we were here, because it's hot, and so hot and steamy, and I feel like I'm wearing everything that's inside this pot right now. But it's going really well though, right? So we have the linguiça in there. It's cooking with the bacon right now. This burner could get hotter. It's probably going to do the job. It's just I just have to keep it hot no matter what. Like I can't turn it down. It's going to get me through the rest of this whole thing. So, but we have the beans here. I got these kind of drained. I got our tomato sauce or tomato paste, since that's what's going to go in next. And then of course, we have our beers, right? And so, both of them going in probably into the pot here. And then it really probably, at the time frame we're at, 45 minutes, we may be ready for a taste test. But
we're cutting it close.
We're cutting it pretty close. I guess I didn't realize once I doubled the recipe, it would double the cooking time.
Well, what's the normal cooking time for something like this? Is this an all-day thing that you would do? Or
it's really it is probably normally a couple hours to from cooking to eating with just a normal basic setup. You could speed it up to a little over an hour if you had a pretty hot pot, but this is just, I'm doubling the recipe, and I have less power than I normally would have, so it's just taking a little while, but
so it's not an all-day Anthony cooking project?
No.
Okay.
No, it's a couple hours. I don't cook this at home, though, man. When I make this at home, my wife's like, God, the whole house smells like this for days, and I'm like, I know. So I kind of only really cook it here at work or on special occasions, but it's so good. I just love these beans. They're the best. And so we have a bunch of French bread to go with it. It's gonna be a good time.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Joey, I honestly thought last night that we spotted All Day Anthony at Winco, because we walked into Winco and there was a male wearing a helmet just walking around, so I kind of thought it was him.
I thought it was him too. We ran up, but then I realized he seemed a little bit shorter than the camera perspective that All Day Anthony uses.
And there was no Grom in the parking lot.
No, he didn't ride in on a Grom.
So,
secret guy walking around Winco, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get it. I understand the hustle.
Should we check in with Dane and see how that's going?
So.
He's got a camouflage towel in his hand, so it looks like he's on the drying stuff.
I don't see anything, Joey. I don't know what you're talking about.
It does match his pants. Look at that.
Ooh, dang.
Would you look at him?
Look at that.
All right.
Dane, how's it going over there?
Making progress. There's definitely something up with where my windshield wipers were wiping. There's a streak that follows the arc.
Okay.
Something was stuck to the ends of those.
Okay.
Ooh.
And it's really in there in the glass. So whatever it was winding in. Probably during a storm or something. Something got caught and just rode the wave. So
Dane, see, if you maintained your vehicle a little bit more, you would you may not encounter that.
Yeah, you could say that.
Might have to hit that with some Clarity Cream off camera.
Yeah, we'll make sure that Dane leaves here with a nice clean vehicle with a nice line of sight.
And speaking of clean vehicles and sight lines, Cav Have you guys ever thought about starting your own detailing company?
Heck to the no. Who would want to do that?
We are professional enthusiasts.
That is way too much work. There's plenty of products out there. There's plenty of research that's been done. People above my pay grade taking care of this stuff. I've got no reason to start a detailing company.
But if you do want to start a business, on the Rag Company channel, there are tons of videos on how to do that and facilitate that whole process.
They also have a business program for purchases.
They do have.
You can save yourself a little bit of money there
we have
for
the
your business.
The Joshes we're talking
you just saw
about
the commercial.
2 ads. Josh Brodel and Josh Petro.
Lovely people.
Peaches himself.
Lovely people. I love going next door and visiting those guys.
Josh Petro has his footwear game this week has been on.
I know. You know what? You know what's funny, doers? I brought a few pairs of shoes this week, and I've wore the same ones every day.
You brought 3 pairs of shoes for a 5-day trip.
Correct, but none of them compete with Petro shoes.
You know who doesn't compete with anybody is Armor Detail Supply.
Armor Detail Supply. That shirt Anthony's wearing is sexy in capital SEXY.
Yes, it is. I love this shirt.
Do you want to thank them for sponsoring the segment?
I do want to thank them for sponsoring this edition of Tony's Kitchen. Next time it'll be there's an open sponsorship spot for Tony's Wings and Berries, where we'll be cooking wings and air frying wings live, and of course planting Chernobyl berries, right, where I get basically the dirt from Emmett, Idaho. As we all know, is radioactive.
We should go for a drive.
Can we check that place out before we leave?
No, you don't want to go there.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you don't want to go there.
I'll take them.
Yeah, you should. Dane, you should take him to Rowan's, the famous drive-in. But what I'm saying is that there's open sponsorship opportunities for these cooking segments. This could be you with a shirt. Oh, it could be me wearing your shirt, your brand here.
Ooh. All sponsors.
Do you think they have applications for just a couple of guest hosts of a podcast? Like maybe they'll send us a shirt?
It's possible. I mean, if Donovan Jameson is watching, perhaps he can maybe send one over.
I don't know if that's Brad. I don't know if that's
Bradley.
DJ or Jefferson. I'm not sure.
Maybe someone else if they're too busy.
We love all of them. What good guys over there at Armor Detail Supply.
We do. Definitely. Ryan Rigdon. Hey guys, I noticed that Dane's form has improved quite a bit. What a compliment.
Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. I don't know if he's talking about my detailing technique or just generally not as round anymore.
I think he was talking about you kicking your toes to your fingers.
Oh, I've always been able to do that.
But the form has gotten better.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't consider that. Okay.
There's less muscles being pulled. You know,
I mean,
when you're
Dane's
really
got the loosest
cold.
hamstrings I've ever witnessed in my life.
when you're over 30, things start to hurt a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he was put together correctly. I mean, I think something didn't develop properly with how flexible he is.
He's got loose parts where tight parts should be.
I'm like super jealous. I'm like, give me your ligaments.
I know.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, give me those ligaments.
Oh, man.
Give me your ligaments. I like
Very
that.
jealous of Dane's flexibility.
And we have Spintims here. First TRC order was March 11th. 2014.
He's got me beat by a year. 10 Eagle Edgeless and 1 Avalanche drying towel. Question for you guys, Dane or Anthony. Sydney's first purchase involved kerfluffles. I do not remember the kerfluffle. Could someone explain that one to me?
Oh, the kerfluffles? That was the pluffles that got messed up.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, those were just pluffles that came in wrong.
Got it. Well, it was on her receipt, so it sounds like she got some B grades there.
So basically, the kerfluffle was making, lemonade out of lemons.
Got it.
In the chat, drop a comment. I love the new gray wall in person.
I do. Especially if there's a white vehicle over there. You can absolutely see what's going on much better than just having it washed out with a white wall.
The only blowouts we need here are the doorbusters Aaron was referring to earlier.
There might be a couple blowouts after these beans. Let's see.
AT4. My first purchase at TRC was just over a year ago. Worth every penny spent. Priceless information and help. You're all amazing. That includes DGP.
Oh, thank you so much.
We appreciate that. All right, on to the next page. Let me see.
I love that we have pages. You know, I was worried that nobody was going to tune in. They saw that we were in the thumbnail and they were just going to, they were going to leave the chat, not enter the chat.
Hydra Detailing, staying in the chat. Hydra Detailing, you're doing great, Dane. Go for it.
Everyone loves Dane. Everyone loves Dane washing a vehicle.
I think Dane could clean his door jambs by lifting his leg above his head and then going all the way down.
I've seen Dane clean his own vehicles twice this week, and I've got to say how proud I am.
Wow.
What the heck is that, Dane? He's got his foot on the dash. Anthony, are you seeing this?
His foot is on his dashboard.
What is he doing?
I'm just proving I can do it.
What a sight.
Man,
what a sight.
Talk about a full frontal cam.
Yeah, we're going to need an inside the car cam.
we did go to the home of the Meridian Marmot.
Oh, the Meridian Marmot. Oh, I feel honored that the Meridian Marmot stopped by.
You know how disappointed I was that Trish was not on the premises?
We thought she stopped by, though.
I thought she did.
The Marmot is in the house or engine bay.
Juice free. I'm writing down everything Dane is doing. I'm about to start offering that dang package in my detail service.
He hasn't seen the video we shot.
Dane's video.
Juice free. Before you make that move, maybe stick around to next TRCMA.
Yeah.
And you might rethink that.
That's for sure.
If Dane somehow left the family business, I think he could do Treasure Valley's thigh high detailing. That'd be a good name.
The thigh's the limit.
The thigh is the limit.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, these guys.
Ryan Rigdon is describing RRW smells like verbena.
Is that a cologne?
I don't know what that is.
Do you know what that is, Anthony? Oh, it's a plant.
No, I actually don't know what that is.
It's a plant?
Nick has informed me that it is a plant.
Okay.
Nick is so smart.
Juice Free wants Leviticus Gates to roll up with the lacquer thinner.
I would love, you know what? As many times as I've been here, as many times as I've hung out with these guys, I still have never met Levi Gates in person. Can you believe that?
What?
Can you believe that?
How?
Doesn't it seem like I've been around a lot longer?
Yeah.
You've never met Levi Gates, the master of
Is he
shine?
going to walk in right now? Is this a setup?
No, it's not.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I wish it was.
Oh, I got real
actually.
excited and nervous.
Yeah.
No, I'm
sweaty.
shocked. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I've
What's
never
that?
met Levi. Levi, if you're watching, stop by.
Not crazy. Yeah. I'm sure he has an e-bike he could rip up.
Yeah, it would take him no time.
So we got Moises, Camarena. If you missed the beginning, what are the list of products we're using?
Yeah, so olive oil.
I don't think that's what he's talking about.
Well, let him have
salt.
it. Let's give it to him. Let's give it to him.
Are you talking about detailing products?
I don't know. He might be talking about what you're using. So do you want to run down that list? And then we'll have Dane run down the list?
Yeah. No, I mean,
for it.
basically, in general, Portuguese linguiça, diced onion. We do have olive oil. We do have some minced garlic. I have tomato paste. I have diced tomatoes. Got a little bit of beer, right, just to mix things up. Some pinto beans. Did I say olive oil? Because if not, more olive oil. And a little bit of bacon, right? So this is going to be quite the sauce. And we have, of course, from French bread, really to pair this with, because people are going to want to pair their beans with the bread. It's going to be pretty next level. And then, of course, some heavy whipping cream there at the end just to kind of tie it all together. So I'm excited. You're excited. Dane, back to you.
Dane, what are you using over there?
I started things off rinsing the car with active foam, not really rinsing, foaming, but that was to knock down all the crap that was built up on the various surfaces. And as nice as this white tri-coat paint is, it's not really doing a good job of hiding all the crap that stuck to it. Frankly, it's seen better days, but that's kind of how I bought it. It was essentially a road trip from here up to the northern mountains and stuff, so it's got rock chips.
Do you have anything on it, protection-wise? Is it coated?
You know, whatever the tunnel wash delivers in the, the luxury package at the Chevron.
Oh, okay, the works.
Yeah.
Got it.
I go touchless because I'm not insane, but it's not that great chemical-wise compared to what you could do here, which is why we're doing this now. And I still just lazy me wanting to go through the tunnel anyway. Yeah,
so you hit it with active foam,
Yeah.
you rinse that, you hit it with Inspiration Radiance as your contact wash.
Yes.
And then you use Brake Buster on the wheels. And what'd you use for the tar? Ulex?
I hit up Ulex onto the tar and various spots where there's just like some really embedded stuff.
Okay.
It got most of it, but there's some other things I think that are actually in the clear coat,
Okay.
which would
good.
require polishing. So
Okay.
that's not today. That's for another time.
He'll probably ask us to do it after
Yeah,
the Q&A
probably.
for him.
We're not leaving until the sun goes down.
Correct.
And then on the glass, what are you using on the glass?
I started with TrueView, and then I'm going to follow up with Reflect.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
And then a little PSS on the tires, and I think
I
we'll
do
call
love
it a
that.
day.
Yeah.
Very cool. So Blue Line Automotive in aviation detailing. Ooh, love some good aviation content.
The wash bay has a new gray wall. Love it. What is the product or material? Good question.
It looks almost like it's kind of like almost like a wallpaper type material, but it is very water resistant.
Really, really thick wrap.
Yeah.
Like
okay.
Super dense wrap. Has an adhesive backing. Think like wallpaper.
Yeah.
But this one is actually waterproof, weatherproof. And it's meant to mimic like the concrete walls of a parking garage, something along those lines.
Yeah, when you're close up to it, you can really make out the
There's
the
actually
pattern.
texture you can feel in it. It does have genuine texture. I laughed though because when I first saw it, it reminded me of that awkward first day of school getting your picture taken.
Yeah, one of the backdrops.
This is the gray backdrop. It totally reminded me of that.
I could see that.
But I will say, like, the reason we did it is because every time we'd wash a white car in front of that white wall
with white
the
foam,
the camera would just freak out. It would just bloom, overexposed, too hot, too much. So this makes it a lot better on the sensors, and you get a better look at it when it's being worked on.
Yeah.
So all in all, it's for the viewers, really.
Yeah. It's not just aesthetics. There's technical reasons behind it as well.
It's it's a pretty nice solution.
Yeah, it does look good.
We are waiting for them just to put the foam cannon attachments on the wall
back
there
on the wall.
Dane's passenger mirror there from this angle. So we were looking for foam cannons and we're like, oh no, they're not in their normal spot from the Q&A. I don't know where we can find them.
Yep.
And so next up here from the same Blue Line Automotive, what is the scent of Absolute Rinseless Wash?
I'll take this one, Alex. It's one of my favorite scents. I spray the air freshener version of it in my car and the house all day long. It's coconut lime.
Delicious.
It's so good.
All right.
It's like especially like on a hot summer day, like washing inside the garage with Absolute. It's like you feel like you've got a tropical drink or something in your hand. It really brings the vibes.
So we have Peter Belingit. Apologies if I'm ruining that name. Plan on detailing a friend's car who's a smoker. What interior cleaner and protection would you guys recommend?
I would
get rid of the car.
That's an option, but it wasn't one of his options.
I'm just kidding.
I would probably, I'd probably nuke it with some Tri-Clean and just get a lot of that nasty out of there.
Yep,
little G-Technic Tri-Clean. We actually went to the junkyard to try a Tri-Clean on an interior, and it cleaned a door panel up really, really nice and disinfected it. Left it just perfect.
I hope Anthony disinfected his table over there with Tri-Clean. Otherwise, we might be eating some tea.
The picture gets me.
We can't keep doing this. Anyway, right now, what are you guys asking? You guys asking me a question, update?
Well, we wanted an update, but you can also chime in on this detailing question if you'd like. It says,
plan on detailing friend's car as a smoker. What interior cleaner protection product would you guys recommend? So they're a smoker. Really, I mean, their windows are gonna have a film on them. Your door, your dash, as well as some of the plastics could have a film on them. Not always, but sometimes. So I would probably go through and use something that can cut through that. And in terms of like mitigating the scent, right? So like, actually a good all-in-one product to probably use rather than just protection, but kind of removing the scent and cleaning and removing bacteria would be Tri-Clean from G-Technic would be a really good product to use for that kind of stuff. It's got a lot of cleaning power to cut through it. Glass, you want to use a good glass cleaner, something that'll cut through that grime as well. It depends, right? If they're a smoker and they're going to be continuously smoking in the car, the smell, they don't even notice it. They don't know that there's a smell in their car. So you don't really have to focus that as a main priority, right? And now, if this was somebody who had bought a car, who bought it from a smoker and they want to get the smoke smell out, that's a completely different story. There's lots you can do there. But if they're going to continue smoking, then really there's no point in really trying to like deodorize and get everything as perfect as possible. But I would use a good interior cleaner, something like Tri-Clean, Polestar from KCX, something of that nature. And then for protection, Topstar is great. I really like that product. Matte Dash from G-Technic works great. But yeah, depends on how much work you want to do, right? I find that most of your film is going to be on the windows. You're going to be really probably struggling with that. Nicotine's just kind of like a pain in the butt to get off windows. And then plastics, you just recommend a good scrub brush, right? Some type of interior cleaning brush, whether it's a Detail Factory brush, they have their interior scrub brush, but you'll probably need something that's not like an ultra soft. You'll need something with a little bit of scrubbing power, like a boar's hair. But you do that, and I think it's going to look really, really good.
Would you use the same products and process if you like needed to get the smell of like Portuguese beans out of the car? Like, what if that was
I would just keep that
leaving
one.
that. I'm leaving
that one in there?
Yeah, I'm actually going to try to actually find that smell in an air freshener and just keep that going.
Okay. I thought you might say that. And another tip, though, is if it's not going to go back to the smoker, you could replace the cabin filter as well, because that thing is probably hosed.
And I think doing a, if you have the ability to do an ozone treatment or something like that, but if you can leave the vehicle open and airing out for quite some time, is certainly an option as well.
Yep.
And, I know P&S does have some kind of chlorine tablet situations.
The odor dock,
the odor dock for kind of cleaning that out too. So that's certainly something you can look at.
Yeah, there's plenty of options, and there have been plenty of successful people who have removed smoke out of the vehicle.
Did you hear that crispy?
I did. I kind of wish we had one over here. I'm a little jealous he's taking a sip.
He has 2 for 1. We have none for 2.
We have none. I have a red Solo cup.
I need this like all for the recipe.
Okay.
I have a red Solo cup, Anthony. I'm just saying.
I'm kind of on the job right now, so I'll probably just use it for the recipe. But I mean, it's kind of warm now, to be honest. I actually wouldn't want this. It's pretty like room temp. So, but it doesn't matter because now we're just going to pour some in here. So the tough part is I wish this burner was hotter.
I wish it was going.
But we're going to go ahead and get some of this
temperature do you
beer.
have it on? Do you have it on the highest?
What's that?
Do you have it on the highest heat setting?
It is on the highest, yeah.
Okay.
Next to putting actual charcoals in here to make this go a little bit hotter, this is kind of what we're working with here. But I promise you, you will have a taste of something within the next 30 minutes. I promise you that.
I cannot wait, Anthony.
That's going to be a long 30 minutes, Joey.
Yeah, it is. We've got a question, though, from Blue Line Automotive and Aviation Detailing.
A unique one.
But it's not the first time I've heard this question.
Okay.
Can you mix Absolute with natural finish to bring down the slipperiness and gloss? I've never done it. I am not the one who is the best at mixing different products. I'm going to steal a word from Anthony. I like the pureness of a product.
Yes.
And I don't know that it would assist, but I'm sure that, I'm sure people have discussed this on the forums. I think that's where I read it before.
I do have an answer, though.
What's the answer?
If you don't know, head over to Beadmaker and Coffee on the P&S channel with Sydney Brigwin herself.
Yes.
And ask that question
Go
there.
straight to the source.
That'll be the best one.
If Sydney's in the chat, she can maybe chime in. Sydney is known for her arts and crafts, and maybe she's gone down.
She's a busy lady this week.
She's very busy this week.
Very busy. I don't know how she.
But not too busy for us.
Not too busy. We're not busy for Mac Bergson either.
Mac, you got it right this time.
Ceramic Effect Shampoo is my product of the year for 2025 so far. Hey, we're 9 months in. We're 9 months in.
That's a...
The slickness hydrophobics are off the charts. I have heard great things.
Yeah, I haven't tried it yet. I smelled it at SEMA, and I know it's like a cherry almond or something scent, and it's very unique. But I do like the feedback that he's giving here with the slickness and the hydrophobic. So I'm gonna have to give that a shot. You know what I need to do is I'm gonna have to polish one of my cars.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to get the paint nice and bare, and then I'm gonna have to try one of these
ceramic
protection soaps out just to kind of see, because you throw it on a ceramic coating, you might see a little something, but you're going to see mostly the coating behavior.
I love how Dane's able to completely bend over without moving his knees whatsoever.
Yeah, it's like a pendulum.
Yeah, he just look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that.
How do you like the screwball with PSS?
I have never used a brush with PSS because it's so watery.
Yeah.
But
it's nice,
that
right?
was pretty sweet, I gotta say.
Yeah. When Sydney showed us that little tip,
it did everything I wanted. So I'm really
We're not here
happy
for a long
with that.
time, Joey.
We're here for a good time.
We're here for a good time.
I like it.
Sweet.
Neil White does not sound like a good time at all.
I need to send Anthony some Carolina Reapers for his pot of beans and give it some kick. I'm actually curious if there's going to be any spice.
I hope there's not. I am far too weak for that.
Going slow.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Anthony's making me super hungry from Mac again.
Yep.
And
trust us, Mac. We're smelling. He lifted the lid for me during the break.
My Canadian brethren, how many 6 a.m. airport beers did you have? We actually flew in the afternoon.
I did. I had an 11 something flight, so plenty of time for airport beers.
Dane's doing some magazine poses over there from Hydra Detailing. I would have to agree.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, do we have Stone Hennon magazine? Stone Hennon Monthly?
Ooh.
Gentleman Hennon?
We can start this. I might not start a detailing company, but maybe a magazine featuring Dane.
I mean, that's what the people want.
Yeah.
You know what people want is Jeff C. Jeff C, longtime viewer.
Oh, we love Jeff C.
Hide your kids, hide your trim. Dane is breaking out the Ulex.
Yeah. I don't think Dane did any damage, though. I did a little quick walk around at the break, and he knows what he's doing. IDA certified Dane Hennon. That's the one.
Is he skills validated as well?
I have been validated.
Do you have all of the acronyms?
Are you a certified trainer?
Beautician?
Absolutely not.
Oh, he's not a trainer yet.
Are you a CB certified beautician?
Nope, not that either.
Well, I don't know how the hair looks so good.
Well,
What's that?
Certified.
Anyways, from time, from Spin Me's, I use Ulex on a Tesla seat to get paint off, no issue.
Wow.
That's because it's not leather, it's vinyl.
I know, but I don't know that I would. I'm too scared to use Ulex on an interior. That is more power to you.
We're going to power...
Is it Spin Times or Spint Mess?
Spint Mess? If there was an I, it'd make it so much easier.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here.
Who's next? Who's our next victim?
We're actually on page 1 now.
No victims. We love helping people.
All right.
Page 1, we've done it.
We finally got to our conversation in regards to the advertisement in the break.
I'm always quoting from that TRC Europe and Rag Company.
Of course. That's been like a thing this week.
We've been yelling it all week long, and someone always replies. It's like Marco Polo. Someone always replies with, of course.
I think we need to actually turn this into a ringtone, perhaps.
Yeah, my phone's on silent. I don't do ringtones.
Okay.
It's been silent for about 12 years at this point.
Tell me you're an elder millennial without telling me you're an elder millennial.
Did you ever buy ringtones?
I did buy ringtones.
Did you ever create your own ringtones?
I did.
And edit them to the way...
I didn't edit them. I just held my phone up to the speaker to record the message.
I used to, for a boss I was not particularly fond of, I used to have Rage Against the Machine's Killing in the Name of at the part where he's like, I won't do what you tell me, just repeating. And that's when I knew he was calling.
That's a very Dane move. Yeah. I could see Dane's phone ringing with a little...
He was my boss.
Oh, boy.
For the record, not at this job. This job has been fantastic. I have nothing bad to say about it.
I got nothing bad to say about Steve Pearson.
Steve Pearson, our buddy.
ADS certified.
Oh, he's killing it. I think he's like 80 subscribers away from 1,000 on YouTube.
I hope we're 80 likes away from 1,000 on this video.
If you're not subscribed to Steve Pearson's YouTube channel, he's dropping knowledge out there and tips and tricks for how to chips and guacamole your hose, how to make your own pad washers. He's the man. Go subscribe. Let's get this man to 1,000 subscribers.
Hope everyone is having a great week. How is TRC able to book these fly-in supercar detailers?
I'm honestly surprised that TRC could afford us after that.
Well, I'm happy they flew us in because neither of us fit in those supercars to drive here.
No,
so it had to happen on an aircraft.
I don't know that I'll ever be a supercar owner, mostly because of my size.
If I have to wipe another Viper ACR windshield, I'm going to cry.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
Brutal.
And earlier this week, there was an Apple announcement with an orange phone. This individual...
Oh, Serranos Mobile. You know what?
That phone is made for him.
Carlos, when I saw that phone come out, you're the first person I thought of, and I was like, is Carlos going to switch to an iPhone? We'll see. Carlos, how's it going, man? Thank you for stopping by.
I hope Juice Free is right. I hope he's right.
At DS.
Anthony's putting more water in the beans. I don't know what he's doing.
They should answer the phone that way over there.
That'd be cool.
Should.
We should call. I mean, they're not open now. I hope not. I don't know if they're a 24-hour operation or not. All right.
All right. Anthony's doing a little
Hydro
stir
detailing.
action.
What do you guys use to clean the wipers?
Good question. What do you use?
I actually have used a kind of a ceramic coating with a ripping rag to kind of remove them. But some of the wiper rubber actually, I think, does have some stuff on it, even from the factory. You wipe them off when it's still black.
Yeah.
But just kind of, if you are coating your windshield, to coat the rubber as well.
Yeah, you can do that.
That does help.
If you're looking to just like, if they've got buildup, I like to use like a panel prep and a ripping rag, and it gets them like really, really clean. Give it give it a go, see if there's any streaking or if there's any alignment issues with my wipers. But I don't use my wipers that much.
Right. So must be nice to not have any weather.
Very nice.
But
we pay for
it. Definitely. And also, too, I mean, there's some great smelling panel preps out there nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
ADS is a good one. It's very minty fresh.
Some you can't get where you live. That's fine.
There are some that are not available in California. I should probably get them while I'm here.
And Amber Atkinson, probably your new best friend.
Joey, I totally agree with you. There was no theft. You are not dying on that hill alone. I told you. Thank you, Amber. I appreciate you. You're part of the legal team. Yes.
Yeah. Juice free. She came up and actually picked up the bottle. Nobody but a thief would be that bold to be with someone else's property. Hey, I mean, hey, you can. You know, it's not really a look and not touch situation. It's a touch and put it back.
You know, I'm sure she smelled a couple of those chemicals too. You know, to see O&R is a classic scent.
Definitely.
I agree. Anthony's dumping the second can of beer.
That's water. David Boyce is chiming in. Verbena is used in household cleaners such as Mrs. Myers Clean Day Lemon Verbena.
I know what he's talking about. I know that scent.
Okay.
I know exactly what he's talking about. Now, I can see the resemblance to RW.
Yep, definitely.
I just know the official scent. It's subjective, but the official scent.
Look at that meat.
Wow.
Over there.
Anthony, do you think there'll be enough for like seconds?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
I think I've made enough. I've made enough to, like, I don't know, feed probably everybody like 3 times over. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot. This is gonna be the most.
I can't wait to bring
made.
like a big bowl home. Maybe I'll fill this red Solo cup with some and eat it alone in my hotel room tonight.
How do you explain that to TSA if you really have to take it home?
Yeah, no fluids over what, 8 ounces?
I said to my hotel, I wasn't taking it. I meant home to the hotel.
Actually, fun fact: if you freeze it, TSA will just let you take it through.
Interesting.
He's gonna take it home to Sweets.
So here's what I'm probably gonna do. I'm probably going to, because here we haven't even fully like completed the situation, the recipe yet. So you're probably going to get a taste in a bowl of kind of like the sauce, like the main kind of the, you know, a little bit of everything. You'll kind of taste a little bit, and I'll give you a piece of bread. And what you'll do is you'll dip the bread into like the sauce, and just imagine there's beans in it with it. And then here after we end this and we start cleaning up, that should be closer to being done. Does that sound good?
I'm the sauce boss.
My mouth's watering, Anthony.
Your mouth's watering?
Yeah,
okay,
I'm ready.
all right. I'm looking forward to it then.
And huge compliment to
from Little
us.
Timmy.
Little Timmy. Alex and Joey are killing it laying down the detailed knowledge. Great job, guys. What's up for the After Hours show? Thank you so much, Tim. Now, Joey, for the After Hours, we're dimming the lights. We're getting cozy. We're getting comfortable with all of our friends at an undisclosed location. Okay?
There will be games.
I don't know if it's a speakeasy. I don't know if it's Corbin for 7 or Anthony for 6. I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah. We do have some after hours plans today. Some we can't discuss.
Yep.
Some we can. We might, maybe meet our friends from PNS.
We might.
Sidney Braguin and Keith Duplessis.
Ooh, that. Keith Duplessis?
Keith Duplessis is in town.
Jeez. Anyways, enough. We can't dwell on that too long.
But thank you, little Timmy. We really appreciate it. You're always in our corner.
And Jeff C is also in the corner laying down some knowledge. Can we get a close-up of those linguiça-esque wheels?
Oh, my God.
What a
I've never
comment.
heard Dane's wheels referred to as linguiça-esque.
They are a euphemism.
They are. Anthony's never going to be able to look at the recipe for the beans again without thinking of Dane's wheels.
You know, Joey, if you can hang from it, you can... Anyways.
Swang from it?
Yes, exactly.
Them things be swanging.
Are they helicopter wheels? Spin times. I tested the Ulex on a tiny edge of the back Tesla seat, had no issues, so went after it. Not sure what kind of paint was on the seat, but it worked.
Spent mez, that's what it is.
Is that a Pennsylvania term? Spent mez? I don't know. What is that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Put it in the chat. Let us know. That's awesome. I'm glad that it caused no harm and that it worked for you.
You know who else causes no harm?
Who's that?
My Canadian brethren, Sheepstar.
OEM wipers have graphite on them. Don't mess with wipers. Just buy new ones.
You know what I miss in my early 2000 Volkswagen days? Was you used to be able to buy a roll of the wiper blade rubber from the dealership. You cut it to size and you just slide it through.
Yeah, that's a good idea. They should do that.
Buy
in bulk.
Have you ever thrown a wiper blade in a garbage can that's longer than 20 inches?
Yeah, it's not ideal.
Up the top.
But I can see the benefit in like a climate like yours. You know, like if you are changing your wipers, you know, throughout this, like within the same season.
Yep.
Just cut it to length. Yeah, save you some money.
And Ricardo B is 100% correct. What's up, gents? We need to get smell-o-vision ASAP for Anthony's famous
You know
beans.
what? I've wished that when I've seen him cook the beans before without me here, and the smell is beyond anything I could have imagined.
I'm gonna say though, the steaks probably smelt a little better.
Yeah.
Imagine the steak and the beans. I mean that's just a lot of meat.
We also had like an open grill, right? There was a flame going.
It was raining. The door was open.
It was snowing a little too.
It was snowing. I brought the snow.
I think the smells might be on par. Once this is done, I'll reserve judgment. I'm not gonna. You know, people like to hate on our steaks while we were here. The most delicious steaks ever.
Yeah. Snake River Farms. In
fact, man.
Snake River Farms.
There was nothing wrong with those steaks, but I will reserve judgment for the beans and the steaks until I've tried the beans.
So I don't know how this is gonna work. Maybe we put it in a bag, a Ziploc type.
Can we get a free bowl of soup with our online orders, is what Juice Free wants to know.
Soup! Portuguese beans. It's actually really funny. We were at the store buying all the ingredients. Lady asked us, me and Carson are checking out. She goes, what are you making? I'm like, Portuguese beans.
You were checking out the lady or you were at the checkout?
No, I was at the checkout.
Okay,
right?
thank
and she
you
goes,
for
what are you guys
clarifying.
making? I'm like, Portuguese beans. She's like, yeah, but what are they called? I go, Portuguese beans. And she goes, yeah, but like, what's the Portuguese name? I'm like, listen.
Ooh, she's testing you.
I'm like, listen, it's something with frijoles in the mix or something like that, right? I'm like, I'm not really sure. Even the Portuguese people call them Portuguese beans. I don't know what they're called other than that. Portuguese frijoles. I don't know. I mean, that's pretty much what it is. And she was like, oh, okay, you'll have to share the recipe with me sometime. And then she starts talking about the things that she's made that were Portuguese. And I go, no, that's Brazilian. You're making, that's a Brazilian dish is what you're giving me, right? And she was like, oh, well, it's Portuguese, right? I'm like, no, like, we're different. We're different.
A little geography lesson there.
A little different. And so, anyways, but yeah, there's lots of good food. But some sopas, that right there, you guys couldn't handle that.
What do you mean?
So like sopas it's like another type of stew, right?
Okay.
But it has bread in it, right? It's like a bread stew.
Okay.
But the bread is soggy.
Okay.
So
like I hear nothing wrong with this so far.
But it's like wet.
Okay.
Right. So like the bread is meant to absorb a lot of the flavor. It's freaking incredible, right? But for some people trying it for the first time, they are weirded out about the soggy, like wet bread.
Well, I'm not weirded out by that because when I was a kid and I would eat soup or spaghetti or something with a red sauce, I would take my like slice of white bread and butter and I'd like roll it up into a ball in my hand and I'd drop it in the sauce.
A little psychotic
to get it soggy.
Yeah. Well, there's one more other dish too called bacalhau, right? And bacalhau.
I know
like
that one.
You know about that one? Mm-hmm. So it's like potatoes, it's cod, there's onion, there's garbanzo beans in it. There's lots of different things.
I think the fish scares people.
What's that?
I think the fish scares people. Like a if you're not down with fishy stews.
Well, it's not really. It's
soup.
Bacalhau is kind of more of a plate.
Is it a plate?
Like it's more of a plate. Yeah.
I thought it was liquidy.
You could cook it different ways, but I mean, your only enemy in eating bacalhau would be like the fish bones.
Got it. Okay.
Because you're like, man, this is so good. And then you get a bone in your throat, and then your grandma's like, it's
you're
okay.
Having a bad time.
It's good for you. And she like, pats you on the back. I'm like, I really think this is messing something up in there. And they're like, no, you're fine.
It hurts.
Yeah, that was all pretty normal growing up. Yeah.
Well, that explains a lot, Anthony.
Thank you. Yeah.
Nothing good about a bone in your throat. Now, Hydro Detailing, Alex and Joey, what's your top 3 towels and top 3 chemicals? I don't know how to do 3. But I have
M22's at the top for me right now.
Wow.
I love that towel.
Okay.
It's such a good drying towel.
You're only 4 months in with it.
I know, but I've only used it, I think. I've used that in the slim dryer a few times, but I keep going back to the M22. It's like the perfect size towel.
Sure.
365 because you can use it for everything, and an FTW. Okay. Those are my 3 towels. My 3 top chemicals would probably be, let's say, ADS Amplify.
Okay.
Oh boy. Oh, I don't want them to dominate, but they will. So I'll say ADS Wheel Cleaner and then ADS Tire Cleaner. let's go with those 3.
They took the podium.
They did.
Man.
Good job, guys.
Okay. Now with me, towels. I'm going to go the Creature Legis.
Okay.
Okay. Multi-purpose. All right. Double-sided.
Double-sided.
Okay. It's basically 2 for 1.
I mean, my 365 is double-sided, but not quite as long as yours.
Not quite as long. Now, I do like the M22, but I don't have one currently at home with me.
Okay.
But I do love the Liquidator, personally.
And technically, it is a Liquidator, so
Yes.
I think you would love the M22.
Yeah. So kind of same.
Yeah.
If you
it
will.
matches my jacket, actually.
Yeah. And then to round it out, the FTW, I mean, you can't beat it. I mean, it's...
I'd be worried if the FTW wasn't on anyone's top 3.
Definitely.
Dane's using a blue one, 4 glass.
Yep. And, we don't have any tea in front of... Actually, we do have some tea in front of us.
No, that's coffee.
Coffee. No, it does say tea.
Oh, is one tea?
One of them, I thought, said tea. Anyways,
I'm not sure.
Regardless. Something...
3 chemicals.
Something bright coming soon, and it's adjacent with your podium. That's all I'm going to say.
Something bright coming
If you
soon.
like Liquidators, if you like bright, and you like Joey's podium, stay tuned. Stay tuned.
I know what you're talking about now.
Chemical-wise, honestly, Absolute.
How could I forget?
Okay. Absolute. Because my climate, is more regular than, Dane cleaning a car by hand. Second, this is tricky.
All right, I'm going to knock wheel cleaner off, and I'm going to put Absolute in place because I can dilute tire cleaner 4 to 1 and get a wheel cleaner out of it.
Okay. The, Absolute, and I'm going to have to say probably Brake Buster because it's Foam City. Okay. And GFX.
Perfect.
For foam in the car.
Good job.
It's
tough. There's so much to choose from.
I know.
I don't think there's any wrong answers.
I know.
Except you need to have an FTW in your top 3.
Really hard. 3 is really hard. Look, is that a bowl I'm seeing?
Yeah, what are you mixing up there?
I'm making this is kind of a, honestly, this is like a, this is a way I'm doing it in a fast way so you guys can try and see what it tastes like.
Hydro detailing, an Italian underrated dish is polenta with tomato and chicken. I would 1000% agree.
I would absolutely destroy that plate. That sounds delicious.
I would just eat out of the pan. I love polenta. There we go.
Dane loves polenta.
There we go. Joey from Hydra as well. How does the M22 compare with the Liquidator out of personal experience? Funny. We just talked about that.
The Liquidator is a wonderful towel. I like the large one.
Yep.
The large one it's thinner, right?
Yep.
It's not 2200 GSM. What's Liquidator's GSM? 1100? What's the GSM?
Liquidator is 1100. Yes.
1100. Yeah. So it's half the GSM, and so it's a little bit floppier, right? So what I find is I need to anchor it with one hand and dry with the other. You know, whether it's down low, make sure it's not dragging on the ground. Where the M22 one-handed towel, I can manage it with one hand. It doesn't drag on anything it shouldn't. He's bringing us a taste.
Okay, so here's the deal.
We got the promo.
Oh God.
Yeah, we're right at the top of the comments, so we're gonna shoot.
All right, so here's your guys' bread.
Thank you.
So what I would recommend doing is try the sausage if you want to. I put a couple spoons in there, but basically you just dip that bread into into
that goodness right there.
And just imagine that this is also beans in there, full flavor.
Yeah.
You'll get kind of the main idea here. It's only going to change just a little bit more than this, but it should be pretty.
I think that's a good sop right there.
Yeah.
Would you like a piece too? Would you already have some?
Oh wow. I'm gonna go for the sausage too. That's delicious, Anthony.
I like that.
Yeah. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Are you?
Oh yeah.
You dig it?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Good job.
You don't have to just say that because you're on the show, but I mean, if you like it, then that means you'll get back. You'll invite.
I'd kiss you if we weren't on camera right now.
Wow. So what do you think, Alex?
I can kiss you on camera.
Oh, okay. So
that's how good that is.
So you dig it? You're into it?
The Canadian approves.
Okay, all right.
You did a great job.
I'm going back to the kitchen.
Thank you.
Well,
or start over here.
Keep making it taste good. And
this after hours is going to be
I'm hovering around
insane.
Anthony later. I'm hovering. He's going to get that smooch.
Yeah. The what?
Nothing. Let's check on Dane before we head on out and see how everything's going over there. Dane, how's the detail? Did you finish?
Just like I said, I waited until the very end to do Reflect. So
right on. And how are you enjoying Reflect?
And it is slick.
Yep. One of the slickest products, I think. People don't think about that.
I can see his hair reflection in the windows.
Yes.
It really does the trick.
Doer, we've made it to the end of our very first Q&A.
Mm-hmm. We've been special guests on some of the Christmas specials, a little drop-ins here and there. It's been a lot of fun.
It has been a lot of fun.
I've had to experience the high table. You know, I didn't want to get the inner thigh shots.
Oh yeah, we had the option to use the chairs, but I wanted it to remain family friendly.
I didn't want to wear my white joggers.
Yeah.
You know, that just blend in.
Yeah, blow all that white balance off.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to give a big thank you to the folks at the Rag Company for bringing us out this week. For just treating us like royalty every time we're here.
Wine and dined.
They're just the best people, and not enough good things can be said about them.
Yep.
And they trust us, to host their infamous weekly podcast. I don't know what they were thinking there, but
I think we did all right, Joe.
I think
it did
so.
pretty great.
But what do you say? We take it home?
Yep, I think so. So definitely thank you all to everyone in the chat. We appreciate each and every one of you. You know, this is probably one of the few that we haven't commented, but hey, it's because we're hosting.
Yep.
Big thanks to Anthony for cooking these amazing smells. I don't know how this would smell if it was just like a decon Ulex wash.
Yeah,
would not be a good time.
Not good. It's usually like it stings the nostrils, and our eyes are usually watering. So this is a nice change of pace.
We are spoiled that they pulled out all the stops for us.
We are certainly spoiled. So Dane's over there finishing up here. We may have to give him a hand, maybe do some clarity cream on that little scar mark on the windshield.
Yeah.
But definitely thank you all. Be sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe, drop a comment, and I think we'll see you guys next week. So everyone take care and have some fun.
Have a good weekend, guys.